the long-awaited workout, leg workout split, whatever. I've gotten a few messages about how to grow your legs and stuff, and my legs are probably the biggest thing that's grown on my body, so I thought I'd talk about it today. So basically, I'm at the kind of the end of my cut right now, so I'm doing Smith machine, kind of a better isolation movement. I feel more of a contraction in my legs, so you want to start out your leg day with a pretty heavy compound movement, something really heavy to kind of accentuate the quads. And when I do squats, I go as low as physically possible. And I guess right now I'm doing pause squats. It's kind of your choice if you want to do pause squats. It's not necessary, but you will feel a kind of deeper stretch. And you want to make sure you go kind of slow on the way down. Just really get that full stretch in your legs. You will feel a difference compared to like just going parallel or going very fast. Like if you're sticking to like bodybuilding training versus like powerlifting training, very two different things when it comes to compound movements like the squat and stuff. So make sure you do your research beforehand. But I like to do my squats kind of lighter weight, really heavy on the the decentric, and try to get that full stretch. Here's Aiden doing some squats. You can kind of see what it looks like doing it parallel. I'm not gonna I don't really know if going parallel or really low makes that big of a difference, but for me, in my personal opinion, every time I try to go just parallel, I don't really feel like it works as well, and I don't really feel that stretch. And honestly, my body kind of restricts me from going parallel. Like I feel like my back gets in a lot of pain when I just go parallel. So I really try to go all the way down. And here I'm doing my last I don't know why I say it like that. I'm doing my last set, and for my last set, I usually always do a drop set, which can get I guess very tedious. It gets very annoying doing squats and doing a drop set, because it literally just feels like you're just doing insane amount of like cardio, almost like you're literally just doing heavy cardio. And whether or not that's optimal, I don't really know, but I think it feels good and I get a pretty damn good pump. So to me, that's all that really matters. But if you don't like that style of training, then don't do it. But I mean, this is my video on how I grew my legs, so you take into what you want to do into account. But I just go for an insane drop set, literally just I guess since it's Smith machine, maybe like 125 on the bar, and I literally just burn that out, so I can't really do it anymore. I usually take all my stuff till failure. The first set is kind of like RPE, maybe 7, and then everything else is usually till failure. If you're doing more of a powerlifting kind of style, you really want to kind of like drop your ego, and you are not going to be doing stuff till failure. Usually when you're powerlifting, stuff is usually around RPE 6, so just make sure you keep that in mind. Here I'm doing RDLs. Now my back was kind of already a little bit in pain from the squats, so I'm not going to be doing pretty heavy weight. I'm not going to be doing that much of RDLs, but RDLs it's kind of new in my routine, so I'm not going to really give that much advice on it. But make sure you guys look down, really kind of poke out your butt, and try not to lock out, and don't let the bar touch the ground. I know it looks like I'm locking out in this video, but I promise I'm like 2 inches from locking out. I'm not fully locking out. But and then I usually do some leg curls, but I did not record that in this video, and it was not feeling good today. But I usually do leg curls after that, maybe like 2 sets of that. And then we jumped straight to leg extensions. Now, leg extensions are usually what I end off the exercise with. Today I did not do that. I did it kind of like near the middle, but leg extensions are really what I get the pump with. Like I get an insane pump in my quads. Now, it really does depend on how you put your feet. If you notice in this clip, I kind of put my feet in 2 different, holy shit, my socks are like brown, Jesus Christ. I put my feet into 2 different positions. If you put your feet flat versus kind of curled up like that, you kind of target 2 different parts of your legs, so just keep that in mind. And yes, I take this to failure as well. I do 2 sets till failure, and I obviously my last set, like usual, I do a drop set on this, so you'll see me drop the weight in a second. But my legs are the one thing that like I've trained really hard since the beginning. It's very easy to train hard on legs. It's something that you can tell is being worked out. Your legs are just something that it's gonna take time to build up, because like your legs are the biggest part of your body, like they're the biggest muscle. And honestly, having legs, I think people kind of neglect it a little bit, because it really brings out kind of like that V taper. If you have big legs and then like your waist is a little bit smaller due to like if you grew your shoulders, you really will get that kind of like, you will get an insane look to your body, and I feel like just people kind of forget that and they just, you know, skip legs. Here I'm doing, God, I don't even know what this movement is called. We're just gonna call it the inner thigh machine. Um, People do not do this movement either, and I don't really know why, because this movement really creates that V kinda in your leg like definition. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know, but it creates that kind of like V look in your leg and really brings out like the bigness, the thickness in your leg. So don't skip this movement. It's a good movement to keep in your routine. And yeah, that's kind of my leg routine. There's many things that you could do in replacement, but this is just what I like best and what I've seen works. Alright, so here's me posing my legs. Honestly, I'm actually pretty proud of what I'm looking at here. I know it's not the best legs ever, but I'm seeing a lot of new lines and stuff, and these are definitely like the leanest my legs have ever looked, and I think they look pretty good. I don't know. I know they could be bigger, but I don't know how to properly actually like have a posing routine for my legs, so this is pretty much the best we get. Here's the average post-workout meal. You can already see I was a little bit of a fat ass and I already took a bite here. We have 200 grams of 200 grams of lean, 93% turkey, and then we got about 100 grams of basmati rice with some like kind of spicy salsa on top. And then we got a pretty small kiwi right here, which I took a bite of already. It's a pretty rainy day, so you know, a rainy day is a pretty good day to get some work done, but well, I'm over here playing Destiny 2, so I guess this says something about me. I'm kidding, no, but in about like 30 minutes I'm gonna get some work done. But yeah, this is the average post-workout meal. It's very necessary to fuel your workouts the best you can. People think that, you know, you just need like some form of protein after your workout, but you need carbs as well because your body's kind of depleted of them. If you want to get that energy back, make sure you have some carbs in your post-workout meal as well. If you're not doing what you need to do to fuel your workout before and after, then the workout's honestly kind of pointless. If you don't eat your protein every day and you don't really get your macros in and you're not doing what you need to do on the sidelines, you know, you're not going to build the physique you want. It takes it takes dedication. You got to put your time into it. Take some time out of your day to really fulfill your needs if you need to. Get some water as well. I got a 32-ounce water bottle right there. Get some supplements if you need to, if you can't really seem to get it from your meals. But you got to take that time, or otherwise you are not going to grow like you want to. So, and then this is a good example of a good pre-workout meal. You got like low in fat, high in carbs, a little bit of honey in there, some sugars, and then you can have some meat on the side as well. I just have some turkey, but it's a good idea for a pre-workout meal. There's some almond butter in here, but you want to keep it light on that because fats are going to be something that's going to affect the digestion, and you want to have your meal digested. You know? This is a nice little meal to have. 2 rice cakes, 50 grams of banana, about like 15 grams of almond butter, and then we have about, I think it was 28 grams of honey. So I like to get the raw honey. I don't know, I feel like I notice the difference with the pumps. And then this is just some turkey and egg whites. So have some protein, have a lot of carbs, and that's what you have before workout.